right, back at it again. Birdies Not BS, man. Special co-homie this week. We got my man Brad Wilson, a.k.a. Bradford Wilson. You know what I'm saying? That left coast goat over there, man. What's going on with you?
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure. It is a pleasure. I'm in the presence of two greats right now.
Oh, you out your mind, man. We just out here trying to make golf great. Look, Birdies Not BS, man. We're answering the most interesting questions in golf. And this week, we want to talk a little bit about what does the modern golfer want from the game? And I found the question to be interesting to myself as I was trying to think through. But before we get into that, I want to talk a little bit about you. I'm seeing you on commercials. I'm seeing you in studios doing golf stuff. That's crazy, man. What's it like to be Bradford Wilson right
now? I'm humbled by that question, but right now Bradford Wilson is gaseous. Don't eat fast food in the car.
Okay.
That's what it's like to be Bradford Wilson.
I didn't see that one coming, though. I'll be honest with you.
I mean, this is why you brought me on the show, right?
By far, no question, 100%.
Man, all that stuff is fun, though. I'm in LA, been acting for the last 4 years, and the last 2 years have been great.
So
but
where's the golf come from?
It's a grind.
Where's the golf come from? Like you're from New Jersey, right? I know you're from New Jersey.
Yeah.
609.
From South Jersey, from Willingboro, New Jersey. I grew up across the street from a public course. There's a little public course called Rancocas. I'm going back there next 2 weeks from now. I hope to play every single day. But I've been playing since I was a teenager. Just growing up in that town, had the public course. It's impossible not to, just by pure osmosis,
right,
not to find your way on the golf course. So started as a teen, was trash. Fortunately, the guys I played with when I was younger were also trash.
Okay, so you was the least trashy one.
Exactly. The interesting thing about this golf course is Willingboro is a predominantly black town. So the golf course reflected that. So my first entry into being on a golf course, I was around a bunch of black people. It wasn't until I ventured outside of that town and started playing other courses, I was like, oh, they don't like me here. That's when I got that. But yeah, golf has been a part of my life.
We did not have the same.
Yeah. What was yours like?
My start was basketball courts are 2 blocks down on the left. Everybody was surprised. You want to be here. But nah, it was an interesting start, man. But I had actually a really good group of people around me. I was insulated from a lot of the BS that could have happened because my neighbor was a caddy on the LPGA tour. My other neighbor, or his wife, was LPGA tour rookie of 1987, rookie of the year. So I had a lot of people that I grew up around and within my neighborhood that were diehard golfers. So completely different. But we got to get into this because I find this interesting, and I've been thinking about this question for a little bit. And I'm going to start over here with you because the modern golfer, what does the golfer want? My nephew just started the game, and we had an interesting conversation, but we'll get to that. When you think of the modern golfer, I'm sure you think of people like yourself, younger cats coming into the game, not necessarily coming from the same block as the country clubs or whatever, but I want to hear about it, man. What do you think the modern golfer looks like?
So there are different facets to that question, different answers, but I think number one is community. The modern golfer wants community, whether that's a physical place where they go, where they feel welcome, they feel like, they see people that look like them, whether it's a physical, not a group of people.
Yeah.
A group of people can also be a community, even they don't have to look like you, but they should think like you.
It's kind of like a biker club for golf.
Exactly. Yo, biker. I saw a video of a biker gang the other day. They drove through a black neighborhood. 2 black girls were outside selling lemonade. All white biker gang pulled up what's good? Run us the lemonade. Here's the cash. We're buying it all out. Let's go. And they were 30, 40 bikes, and they all got up, all had cash ready to go. Like that almost brought me to tears. I'll be real with you.
That's a special moment. That's a special moment.
Yeah.
I get that. That makes sense.
But yes, like a biker gang. That's
that's why I really
in
like
LA,
that random house or that random golf club or what Malvin's doing. Like that's what they've done. Like there's some examples of that.
That's exactly where I was going. Like this past weekend, I hosted an event for the SCGA, Southern California Golf Association, and they have, I want to say, dozens of little pockets because LA's so big. Like they have little pockets where they have their home course and they're members at that course, and they compete. They go to different. The subset or the subgroups are responsible for booking tee times, and the gang just shows up and just go and play and skins games. You got side bets, you got whatever, but everybody there is like, we're wearing t-shirts, we're wearing swim trunks, we're wearing flip flops. Like
you were not at a country club, basically what you're saying.
No, not at all.
Not at a,
okay. The antithesis of a country club.
Yeah,
but that's it. That's the community. You know, like I think the more situations, events, communities that exist like that in golf, the more people will gravitate toward it who weren't attracted to it before.
See, I feel like the modern golfer wants the modern stuff like within the game, and I'll let you know what I'm talking about. So, and I'm probably going to give somebody a great idea, and I want all my damn credit for this shit. So let's just get this out. I want my credit. So look, picture this. You go to the first tee, there's a bunch of carts lined up. Remember this? I forget what the company was called. It was like smart carts, or think about using a bird in LA, right? Where you go to the first tee, there's carts lined up. You use an app that you're a member of, or some type of subscription app. You go ahead and punch your phone into the cart, and off you go. And the cart's tracking how far you go and how long you've been on the golf course. Because here's one of my issues. I don't always want to play 18 holes. What if I want to play 12 holes? What if I want to play 6 holes? What if I want to play a quick 6? Or quick 11, 12. I don't know. I don't know. What if I want to play 14 because I got to get home because my baby got an attitude, right? Like, so my thing is, what if I could like scan my phone into a golf cart? It turns it on. I can play as much golf as I want or as little, and I can leave, and then I get a receipt for how much time or how much distance I traveled. Like, that's what I think of when I think modern golf, right? It's just like using the bird on the course. I know it's different. I know it's out there, but it can't be that impossible, dog. Like, for real.
Man, I'm going to tell you, if I see that pop up and your name is not attached, you already know because you see the stuff I post. I have a loud mouth. I have a strong internet connection. I will be coming at next, okay? Because that idea is, wow. Yeah.
That's just my thought. It's funny.
That's the futuristic golfer.
My nephew just graduated college. He's 22 years old, and he's like, let's go to the course tomorrow. And I'm like, what? I'm back in Kentucky. I'm sure you can see I'm not in the studio that we usually use, but my nephew's like, let's go hit balls tomorrow. Let's go to the golf course. I'm like, what? I've been trying to get you to play golf since birth, little homie. Like, 22 years later, now you want to listen? Now you want to take it up? And he's just like, and I found as simple as his response was, because I asked him the question, like, what do you want from the game of golf? He said something very simple. He said, fun. I want to have fun. Mm-hmm. You know what? With all the rules and the as it relates to like dress code and etiquette, and I'm a fan of the dress codes and the etiquette. Let me just say that. But it's also something that's kind of keeping people away. Like you got on a tee and a backwards hat. I'm sure you want to go to the course like that and be welcomed as if you had on a blazer and some khakis. You know what I'm saying? And
I do. And whether they like it or not, I show up like this.
Yeah, you ain't going to LA Country Club like that, though. If you got
no, sir. I stick to the Griffith Park courses, okay?
That's fair, though. But that's my thing. I feel like a lot of these stigmas that's out there when we talk about the modern game, the modern person, dog, is chill, right? Is relaxed, is woke to a certain degree. And those are the things, I think some of that's a deterrent from the game modernizing, is the fact that some of the people in the positions of power just kind of like unwoke. They sleep.
Yeah, they need some caffeine. They need to wake up a little bit. Yeah, I'm still tripping off that cart app, man.
I've been saying this for years, man, because it's just like, well, number one, and let's just be honest, because you got to deal with people when you're going to the golf course. There's some assholes that work in these public courses, right? They work 70 hours a week. They're stretched. budgets. You got the head pros also teaching, and he's cleaning carts, and he's got a cart girl or guy, wherever you are, I'm just saying, and stretch. So it just eliminates a part of the game that could be negative, right? When somebody pulls up. Like, what, I can just walk to the first tee, and there's a row of carts, and I can just put my bag on and go.
Right.
That's fire. Like, that's fire to me.
How would that work with pairings or groupings?
I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet.
Got you. That's interesting.
I don't like that you tried to chop me just now, but I you just took the air out of my sails.
Well, maybe it could be this, and maybe we save this for offline, but I'm thinking like you pick a block of time from 10:10 to 10:30. I'm allowed to show up and take a cart and scan and da-da-da. And if somebody else shows up around that time, awesome.
Okay, so it's like Top Golf meets like actual golf, like how it sets up. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. That's modern.
It's modern. I like that your nephew led with fun.
It's crazy,
does he go
right?
to Top Golf at all?
You know, I don't know. Like,
is there one in Kentucky? That's an important question.
I
would venture to say no.
I think there's one in Louisville. I will say that, but we not near Louisville in this where I'm at right now.
Got you.
We in the middle of bourbon country, so no, there is not a Top Golf. So, but there are driving ranges, like or practice facilities is kind of what they are called, like where you can go hit balls and buy by the bucket and stuff like that. So,
right,
it's a little less entertaining, but it's there.
But fun is there. Fun is there to be had, though. Mm-hmm. I mean. Of course, you're in bourbon country. Have you ever had bourbon and tried golfing? It's fun.
It's easier. I will say that.
It's
they call it
you
swing
care
oil.
less about the bad shots.
I call it swing oil. Go ahead and get it lubricated.
Birdie juice.
That's all I'm saying. Like, I mean, what about fashion though, B? Like from the fashion aspect, I don't want to always wear a collared shirt, but I do appreciate different brands with the blade neck or the mock necks, etc. etc. I do enjoy that stuff. What are your thoughts there?
I'm someone who enjoys both. I like wearing the uniform. I like showing up to a private club decked out. I have clothes for that. I have outfits lined up ready for that. I also really, really like showing up like this in a t-shirt and a backwards hat or a crew neck sweater and some Jordans. You know, like.
You didn't say Jordan golf shoes. You just said Jordans. Like, I don't know how many brothers are gonna go out and play golf in some J's and crease them up in the back toe. I'm just
we all got beaters somewhere. we could play golf in. We all got beaters somewhere.
I do have that,
but
that's fair.
But like the ability to just go from home to course, I think everybody wants that in some aspect. That's why I like brands like Trap Golf or Eastside or Metalwood, who give us pieces that can possibly be both.
Oh,
if the golf clothing that is available walks that line a little bit and it's cool and it like, give me an interesting color, give me an interesting design, like people will buy that and wear that.
Yeah, it's like you see.
I think it's on the.
Yeah, you see Birds of Condor.
Exactly.
And like you saw, what's the name get funded off of Shark Tank? You got
Bad Birdie.
You know, that stuff's not my style personally. I'm a little bit more like, flat colors. That's just how I am. But that stuff's dope. It looks cool on cats. I've seen you wear some different prints, and I got some different homies. And Tyler Wright, who did the show with us a couple weeks ago, stepped in here. He a Bad Birdie's guy, and then with the azaleas, even rollback. Yes. I'm giving everybody love right now. Shout out to everybody that's doing something different, man. Because that's what it is.
We need a promo code. Birdies Not BS.
But you know what's crazy though? Like, not to keep going back in a circle, but I really like this sense of community. Because what it tells me is that people are going to take the game up together, or they're going to enjoy the game together. Not like just a foursome. I'm talking about a group of people, 30, 40 people. I saw Eric Andersling a couple weeks ago. They went down to, I want to say Sweetens Cove. I could be completely wrong, but it was a course in Nashville. And they had like
Nashville, that's right.
They had like 40, 60 people pull up, and it was great. And it was, what I find interesting about community is the diversity within it. And when I say diversity, I'm not just meaning black and white. I'm talking about men, women, age, sexual orientation.
Yes.
Like when those communities pull up, man, it's a very diverse and inclusive within that community, affair. And that's you got me thinking about that, man. Maybe we need a black version of that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
The black and brown. I don't know, man.
I've been teasing this since I started this golf page. Every like black golf influencer out there, I'm in their DMs like, yo, when it's like safe to go outside again, we need that like all black internet golf meetup. Like, we need it.
That's also a trend. Golf meetups. I mean, yeah, community
golf meetups,
but golf meetups. I just don't want there to be like Bad Boy and Death Row Records when it comes to stuff like East Side versus Trap. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I want it should be okay to wear both, right? Like, I feel like there's like a line.
I do.
Like I feel like some people are picking sides, and I don't think that ever should happen. Like, this is golf.
No,
like, we don't need West Coast, East Coast
beef. We are already
beef.
so divided.
Like, we
don't need that. We know we want unity over here. We'll leave that to other ethnicities.
Right. I support both. I bought Trap golf stuff. I bought East Side golf stuff, and I'm gonna continue to do both.
Exactly.
They didn't buy no Birdies Not BS hats though, but I'm just put it out there.
It's
supposed to be reciprocal.
Put the link to the shop in the show notes. I'll run that credit card right now. Let's go.
Bradford, though, but tell me something. When you're out playing, you're with your people and stuff. Like, what are those deterrents that are taking away from the game? Like, what are those things that's like, you know what? If I didn't love this game and I was just starting, I probably would have been deterred from that, because we got to give the people something to also look out for. Because yes, we want to talk about the modern game and where it's going, what we can do, but we also need to let people know something you might run into that could be a deterrent, that we got to keep you, focused forward. Like, this game is dope. Don't let this asshole like take it from you.
Yeah, I'll give you a perfect example. I got my friend out here playing this time last year. First time he's ever been on a golf course. I took him down to Maggie Hathaway, the little par 3 in South Central.
That's okay. Fair.
It's in South Central. Like, there was a Crip funeral happening.
What
we could see it.
Okay, I've had that happen to me at that course in L.A. I was in Chester, Washington. There was a Crip homegoing. They still shooting each other, and they homegoing celebrations at golf courses.
Yes,
I know what
it's
you're
a thing.
About.
South Central L.A., you will see some stuff. Okay,
I lived through that. I lived through it.
Yeah, so so got him out here late May, early June last year. Fast forward 4 months. He's got a swing now. Like, he's playing regularly. We're out there once a week together.
That's dope.
But it's just been the two of us. So he's used to playing with me. I'm used to playing with him. We look alike. We're comfortable. First time we get paired up with two random people of not the same ethnic background. Someone who's been playing golf for 50 plus years. My friend doesn't know the rules. He doesn't know don't step in the line, don't da-da-da. And the other gentleman in our group is calling out every single rule as my friend is breaking it or he's trying to learn the game. He's only 4 months in at that point. And even to the point where he hits a fade. He's left-handed, he hits a fade, and he calls it a tail. He's like, yeah, when I hit the ball, it gets the tail on it. And the other guy in our group is like, what are you saying right now? It's called a fade or a cut or a slice. It's not called a tail. And prime example of why we'll never play with that gentleman again. But also, like, are the rules, like, if we're playing for money, if we're competing, if something is on the line,
something's on the line.
Sure, let's follow the rules, because we're all playing on the same level. We all need to abide by the same rules. But if we're just out here in sneakers and basketball shorts, I don't care if he steps in my line, sir. I don't care if he calls it a tail. That is a deterrent.
It's like, are you aware that you're preventing this individual from having a good experience on this golf course?
Right.
Sir, get the hell on out the way.
Right. And, and he would say this himself, like, I don't ever want to play with a random again because of that experience.
Yeah, exactly. I had a dude grab my driver out my hand and hit it. But by the time I realized it was gone, this dude had already hit it and handed it back to me like, yeah, it's okay. I'm like, bro.
What?
It was in New Jersey.
The disrespect.
You know what? I was at Galloping Hill in New Jersey.
Disrespect.
That's your people. That's your people. But, all right, Bradford, I got to get to it. We're going to get to the next quick segment before we get you out of here. You know, we like to jump into this birdies or BS. Answer to the question is birdies or BS. First question, high socks. Birdies or BS?
I'm wearing them right now, so I'm going to call birdies on those. Okay. I like my high socks. I also, man, I'm going to be real about this. My feet are sensitive, okay? I have very sensitive. I grew up playing soccer. I got bunions. I got ingrown toenails. I need all of the support and love and cushioning and TLC that I can get from a sock. So I'm calling birdies on high socks. Wear them with Vans, wear them with Jordans, wear them with church shoes, whatever you want to wear.
I immediately regret asking you that question. Like, I've never regretted something so quickly in my damn life. Like, wow. All right. You know, I think it's birdies, man. I'm going birdies on the high socks. All right, next question.
Gotta go high socks.
The birdies are BS. The non-traditional carts, so like the motorcycles or the surfboards or the golf bike, whatever you want to call it, just this non-traditional golf transportation. Birdies or BS? I'm
gonna call BS on those.
Oh, didn't see that one coming.
Yeah. I'm going BS. Not because I don't want to try them, because I do. At least one time in my life, I want to get on one of those scooters, but I don't trust people, Doug.
Okay.
Especially after they had a few White Claws. I've already seen the accidents they have in the golf carts. You telling me somebody's going to get on a surfboard and act right? It's not. I don't trust them, Doug.
That's fair, but I like them. I'm going to tell you this birdies. You know, I used to have a membership at a club back in Ohio. They had the little golf boards, man. Hey, it's quick. I can get around a little bit quicker. I don't have to drive to somebody else's golf ball. That's something I don't appreciate. I don't like that. I don't like to drive to your ball and I got to go to mine. It's like, I wish carts were like singular to begin with so we can get up out of here. Like, that was a good thing about the COVID pandemic, all right? Like we all got to have separate carts and we played faster golf. Boom.
Something I had not considered.
That's all I'm saying. All right, last question. Birdies or BS? Riding in carts versus walking. Which one's birdies? Which one's BS?
I have a deep appreciation for both, but it's been a rough year. We've been cooped up in the house. Birdies on walking.
Okay. Keep it a fit.
I'm going birdies on walking. Yeah.
And they both birdies to me, man. I don't give a damn. It don't matter. But it depends on the level of the course. Like, if it's somewhere dope, like if I'm at Pebble Beach, I'm gonna walk. I don't want to ride a car.
Yeah.
But if it's 6 o'clock and I got a twilight rate on one of them golf booking apps, then I need to go ahead and get around this thing quickly. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm with you on that.
That's my attitude.
Let's double birdies. We're going double birdies.
Fair enough. Hey, yo, Brad, I appreciate you jumping in here with me, man. So dope to get to hang with you, man. Yo, how do the people get a hold of you?
It's been a pleasure. You can follow me on Instagram at Bradford Wilson Golf, on Twitter at Bradford Wilson Golf, and on TikTok at Bradford Wilson Golf.
TikTok. I don't know how you got time to do all that.
I got you, bro. Say less.
Right. TikTok and Brad Wilson, that's the man. Hey, we appreciate y'all. Absolutely. You already know what it is. Follow, listen, subscribe. Birdies Not BS, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. birdiesnotbs.com. Yo, go do something. And the hats is coming back. I promise. I don't know when, but they coming. Go get those. Bradford's order's already in. He's waiting on it patiently.
Yes, I am.
Absolutely, my dude. Well, we'll holla at you, man. And to everybody out there listening, till next week, holla.